Okay, here we go for lesson 63. Good day. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind. How blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. The Son of God looks to you for his redemption. It is yours to give him, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your function and leave the Son of God in hell. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. You are being asked to accept salvation that it may be yours to give. Recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thought of it in our awareness. And throughout the day, we will repeat this as often as we can. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. If you close your eyes, you will probably find it easier to let the related thoughts come to you in the minute or two that you should devote to considering this. Do not, however, wait for such an opportunity. No chance should be lost for reinforcing today's idea. Remember that God's Son looks to you for his salvation, and who but yourself must be his son? So, this lesson, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness, really brings together a few important ideas. So, one of them is that remember that God's Son looks to you for his salvation. So, what does that mean? It's basically saying that others are looking to you to demonstrate what this looks like. What does happiness look like? What does freedom look like? They're looking to you. They might not know it and you might not know it. And this is not meant to be like pressure or there's like this extra responsibility now because now you're responsible for other people. No, this is speaking to the bigger concept in the course that all teachers of God have a ministry, meaning there are people who are going to hear this or see this through you. And there are other people that are going to see and hear this through them. So we're all in this thing together. No one is alone. Everybody has guidance, and one part in the text, it talks about how when you embark on this journey, you go forward with legions, I'm going to have a moment, of mighty companions. I love that. Mighty companions. That's what we used to call the group in yoga off the mat training. Maybe we'll rebirth that at some point, but mighty companions, and you are one of these mighty souls. So it's not to put pressure on you or make you feel like you've got to be perfect. It's not that at all. It's instead to give you this permission, really, to be the best version of you. When we talk in the morning and in the night, and when you come back to this lesson throughout the day and all of the lessons throughout the day, they stop the way the mind turns, and that is essentially the goal, isn't it, of the yoga practice. So I want to remind you that whether you think this is working or not, it is, and it's working for you, and not only you, it's working for all others that are going to hear this information through you. I am really trusting you don't hear this dog, but she is starting. She's so loud. Come here. Come on. Okay. So, the light of the world, which is you, brings peace to every mind through your forgiveness. Now, remember, relationships do shift, and your presence is peaceful when you're in this energy, and you know it because if you are feeling peaceful, people around you can feel that. Whether it's conscious or subconscious, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you learn how to stabilize yourself and how to become more comfortable in the state of peace and happiness. I often find in my life that it's the I'm still adjusting to like, really, can I be this happy? Like, can I be this free? Is this allowed? You know? So these deep-seated programs of suffering and pain, it's not just this lifetime. If you're willing to go that esoteric on things that, we say in the yogic traditions that when you engage in this practice, you are working the 7 generations before in your lineage and the 7 generations to come. So let's remember and never underestimate the power of remembering these things, of applying them when you can, of speaking them aloud or in between your ears. Even if you get the ick factor, even if you're like, I don't get this or I don't like it and I don't want to do it, just know that it's still going to work. So, yeah, I think that's what I want to say about this to you. The Son of God looks to you for his redemption. It is yours to give him, for it belongs to him. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire, or you will forget your function and leave the Son of God in hell. Now, that's really big language. It's a big statement. Like, I know for myself, to do this work for, like, in terms of the lineage, really, it was inspiring for me. Like, I was motivated to do that work because I could see so much suffering and in my family. And it was so normalized, and it still is. Like, my people come from countries that we're getting bombed like daily. So like it's real in the fact that, survival is a real thing. But if I feel such a responsibility, given that I am in the United States and I have everything. So if I didn't do this, it would almost be harder for me, right? Like, how can I be happy and free and keep that all for myself? That's almost, it's in opposition to the principle in the yamas and niyamas of parigraha in the 8 limbs of yoga, keeping for yourself when others lack. So there's great motivation in doing this work and remembering that it's not just about you. It's in the ones that you love, it's in the ones that you know and don't know, it's in the ones that you call enemies. It's for you, but it's also for everybody else. So happy practicing today. This is an important one, to be a bringer of peace in this world. It's a gift and it's a privilege and it's an honor. So really kind of coming at it from that perspective can be very healing and incentivizing, right? All right, see you in the next lesson. I'm like back and forth on where to look. I know it's here, but then I keep, okay. Bye.